If someone told you that you could get rich much faster than you imagine, would you believe it? Most people think that wealth is a decades-long game, that you have to be born in the right place, have the right connections, or come up with a genius idea. But Elon Musk proves exactly the opposite. He didn't inherit a fortune. He didn't start with extreme advantages, and yet he built multiple billion-dollar companies. How did he do it? He followed simple, yet incredibly powerful principles that accelerate any journey toward financial success. The biggest mistake people make is thinking small and acting slowly. While many spend years planning, Musk has already launched the project, tested it, failed, and tweaked it. While some sit around waiting for a financial miracle, he creates solutions for massive problems and builds fortunes in the process. The secret to getting rich quickly isn't in magic schemes, but in having the right mindset, speedy execution, and the ability to spot opportunities that most people overlook. And the best part, you can apply these same principles in your life. In this video, we'll break down the exact methods Musk uses to build wealth in record time. From the way he thinks to the way he acts, every detail matters. And if you think only billionaires can follow these steps, you're about to discover that the road to wealth is more accessible than you think. Most people wait for the perfect moment to start something. They analyze, plan, list pros and cons, and in the end, nothing comes to fruition. Elon Musk, on the other hand, acts first and then adjusts the course. He understands that speed in execution is one of the biggest differentiators in the world of business and finance. Those who act quickly learn faster. Those who learn faster correct course faster. And those who correct course faster reach success before others. While many get stuck on, what if it goes wrong? Elon Musk operates on the principle that making mistakes is part of the game. Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink. All these companies faced huge challenges in the beginning. But the difference is that he never waited for ideal conditions to take the first step. In the world of business and investments, time is money. What could you have started a year ago that would be reaping results today? Think about it. The issue isn't having a brilliant idea, but having the speed to put it into action before someone else does. Moving on, procrastination comes at a high price, and believe me, it's a cost no one wants to pay. Those who act first dominate the market, while those who wait too long get left behind. And if you think you need years to start seeing results, know that there's a brutal way to accelerate your progress. Working harder than anyone around you. Elon Musk doesn't just talk about hard work, he lives it. He has stated several times that those who work 80 to 100 hours a week progress at least twice as fast as someone who works 40 hours. That means while most people take a decade to build something great, those who embrace this mindset can do it in half the time. The effort may seem insane to many, but it's exactly that level of dedication that separates those who reach the top from those who remain stagnant. But take note, working more doesn't just mean spending more time being busy. What really matters is the intensity and quality of your work. Elon Musk isn't just clocking office hours, he focuses on what creates the biggest impact. That means eliminating distractions, prioritizing tasks that truly move the needle, and optimizing every minute of your day. Need an example? If you own a business or want to build extra income, instead of spending 2 hours scrolling through your social media feed, why not study paid traffic, test new sales strategies, or develop a new skill? This level of discipline and hard work isn't for everyone, and Musk knows that. But he also knows that it's those who do what seems unbelievable to others who succeed. If you really want to get rich quickly, ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? Are you ready to trade leisure time for accelerated progress? Because at the end of the day, it's not just about working hard. It's about choosing challenges big enough to justify that effort. Small-minded people complain about low wages, yet they never think of creating something that delivers real value. They get stuck in day-to-day struggles without realizing that the wealthiest millionaires and billionaires got there because they chose to tackle enormous problems. Elon Musk didn't get rich by creating something ordinary. He decided to take on challenges that few would even consider. Electric cars, space exploration, artificial intelligence. The bigger the problem you solve, the greater the fortune you can accumulate. What does this mean in practice? If you want to get rich quickly, you need to look for where there is pain, scarcity, or inefficiency in the world, and come up with a adroit solution. Companies like Uber, Airbnb, and Amazon didn't invent something entirely new. They simply solved massive problems in innovative ways. And this can be applied at any level. If you're a professional, you can specialize in something that few master. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you can identify an underserved demand and deliver a far better product or service. The big mistake most people make is thinking too small. If you want small gains, solve small problems. If you want exponential gains, pursue problems that affect a lot of people and come up with an innovative solution. Money always flows to those who deliver significant value to the market. And that's exactly why Elon Musk never made money his main goal. He understood that when you create extreme value, wealth becomes an inevitable consequence. Elon Musk never built a company with money as his only goal. His focus has always been on creating something that revolutionizes entire markets. And that's one of the greatest lessons about wealth. Money shouldn't be the ultimate goal, but rather a reflection of the value you deliver to the world. The more useful what you do is, the more people are willing to pay for it. Think of the world's largest fortunes. They were all built by solving problems that impact millions of people. This means that if you want to get rich, you need to stop thinking about how much you can earn and start asking yourself, how can I create something so valuable that people would pay for it without hesitation? It could be an innovative product, a differentiated service, or even knowledge that no one else is sharing. If you become a rare expert in a high-demand field, your market value skyrockets. If you create a business that solves a real problem, your income multiplies. But beware, value doesn't just mean something grand and unattainable. Often, something simple but done exceptionally well is enough. Consider people who turned hobbies into empires, chefs who built food brands, programmers who developed niche software, or influencers who monetized their expertise. The secret lies in finding a way to amplify the value you deliver. And one of the quickest ways to do that is by investing heavily in yourself and in ideas with scaling potential. Elon Musk doesn't hoard money. He reinvests almost everything. Every dollar he earns goes into new projects, research, and improving his companies. That's because he understands that wealth doesn't come from saving, but from the smart allocation of resources. The same logic applies to anyone who wants to get rich quickly. Your greatest asset isn't the money you have today, but the knowledge, skills, and projects you cultivate over time. The more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become to the market. This can be practically applied in any field. If you work as a professional, courses and mentorship can accelerate your growth. If you want to start a business, testing new strategies can save you years of trial and error. Big names like Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, and Steve Jobs followed this logic. They didn't focus solely on making money, but on creating systems that multiplied their earnings without being directly tied to their time. You can start now by investing in areas that offer high leverage, such as digital marketing, technology, or scalable businesses. Many people make the mistake of thinking small and avoiding risks. Idle money loses value. Time without learning becomes an invisible cost. Anyone who wants to get rich quickly needs to learn to invest not just in financial assets, but in ideas that can grow exponentially. Musk does this with his companies, but anyone can apply this concept in their own life. The key is to think strategically, and no one does it better than he does with his first principles method, which completely changes the way you see opportunities. Elon Musk doesn't accept ready-made answers. While most people follow what already exists, he breaks everything down and thinks from scratch. This is the concept of first principles thinking. Instead of asking how others do it, Musk questions, what is really possible? That's how he challenged the automotive industry with Tesla and revolutionized space exploration with SpaceX. He didn't follow the status quo. He reinvented the game. So, how do you apply this to get rich faster? Instead of accepting that making money takes years or that certain markets are out of reach, ask yourself, what are the fundamentals of this? What really generates money? If you break down any industry or market to its basic elements, you'll find ways to innovate and create opportunities. Jeff Bezos did that with online retail, and Mark Zuckerberg did it with social media. What's stopping you from doing the same in your field? Most people fail because they just copy what already exists. But those who accumulate wealth at high speed are the ones who think differently, see gaps, and create something new. This doesn't mean you have to invent a rocket. It could be something as simple as a more efficient service or an innovative business model. It all starts with how you see the world. And the best way to accelerate that vision is to surround yourself with people who think bigger than you. If you're always the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Elon Musk never built anything on his own. He surrounded himself with some of the brightest minds in the world, from the early days of Tesla to the breakthroughs at SpaceX. He has always prioritized being around people who challenge his ideas and push him to think bigger. That's because your environment shapes your growth. If you hang around with complacent people, your mindset will be limited. But if you're surrounded by visionaries, your level of thinking automatically rises. The point here isn't just about who you hang out with, but who you learn from. Are you consuming content that expands your vision, or just empty entertainment? Are you attending events, forums, or communities where successful people share knowledge? Small changes can make an enormous difference. The right mentor can save you years on your journey. A conversation with someone experienced can open doors you didn't even know existed. That means you should actively seek to be around the best. If your city lacks that kind of circle, the internet has removed that barrier. Networking groups, courses, and online events can be a great start. The important thing is to be in contact with people who are already where you want to be. And do you know what they all have in common? They think long-term, but act with urgency. Elon Musk thinks decades ahead, but acts as if he has very little time. That's one of the biggest secrets to getting rich quickly. While most people procrastinate, waiting for the right moment, the great achievers start their projects immediately. Musk didn't wait for technology to be perfect to launch Tesla, nor for space exploration to be accessible to create SpaceX. He just started, adjusted along the way, and built empires before competitors even realized what was happening. The big difference between those who get rich quickly and those who spend their whole lives trying is the speed of execution combined with long-term vision. Many people want immediate results, and when they don't see them, they give up. Musk knows that grand projects take time to mature, but that doesn't mean he sits around waiting. He makes progress every day, putting maximum energy into every detail. If you want to build wealth, you need to act with urgency, but with a long-range strategy. So how do you apply this? Stop waiting for the perfect scenario. If you want to start a business, start. If you want to invest, invest. If you want to learn something new, study now. Every day you postpone a decision is a day wasted. The world rewards those who act quickly, but wealth is built for those who are patient. And the question remains, are you just thinking about getting rich, or are you really taking the necessary actions to get there?